Speaking of Twitter, you said you didn't get any updates via. Well, actually, you're not on Twitter anymore, are you?
No.
I saw recently there's been a big kerfuffle about shadow banning on Twitter, and I don't think that's why I didn't get any missile warnings. Probably because I don't live anywhere near Hawaii. That's probably the bigger reason. But there's been a big stink recently coming out. Project Veritas. Was it James Newman?
James O'Keefe, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was saying Newman. Anyway, he just published some underground or undercover videos taken of some Twitter engineers talking about the practice of shadow banning. And this is something that has been suspected for a while. And to hear confirmation from the software people themselves that they do this, probably not that surprising.
Not at all. In fact, you brought up the fact that I used to be on Twitter. Yes, I absolutely was on Twitter. And boy, it's been years ago, because I remember where I was living when I killed my Twitter account. So it's got to be like 2 or 3 years ago now. When all this talk about Twitter shadow banning people came to the fore 3 or so years ago, I took a look at this and said, well, I'm not going to participate in this anymore. And there were some people that were absolutely stunned that I killed my Twitter account because, I mean, I know like Kardashians and people like that have millions and millions of followers, but I had 8,600 followers when I killed my Twitter account.
That is nothing to sneeze at, and I'm still surprised
it's nothing to sneeze at.
I'm still surprised
exactly.
that you closed it down because just being on Twitter isn't an endorsement of anything that the liberal people who run that outfit are doing. But it's a great tool for reaching out and communicating with people. But whatever.
But see, I have exactly this point in my notes. It's almost as if Super Nerd, we plan these things in advance sometime. Although this one actually isn't. I just jotted this in my notes, while I was sipping my beverage here. It's a good point that you bring up. What I have in my notes is why, if and I mean, everybody, if you haven't watched the most recent James O'Keefe Project Veritas videos, where, I mean, he's got these people just stone cold dead to rights against the wall. They're coming out and saying, they hate you. They hate people like you. That is anyone who is to the right of Nancy Pelosi, basically. They hate you. They hold you in contempt, and they told you so. They are surveilling everything that you write and put on this with algorithms. Then beyond that, they do have human eyes. They have hundreds and hundreds of people on staff who are looking at not just the stuff that you're tweeting, and they fully admit that they're shadow banning people, they're killing people's accounts, et cetera, et cetera. They're also reading all of your direct messages, which you think are private. I never used it